What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
How many of those do you guys have?
EA Sports coverage of college football takes us to Miami, Florida, and Hard Rock Stadium for the 2019 Kickoff Classic and an early season matchup of powerhouses. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on a team that's made the long trek cross country, the Oregon Ducks. It is time for the Kickoff Classic and a new season of college football underway on EA Sports. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's going the other way.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the move to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Ferguson on the toss right. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ducks have taken the early lead. So they cap off an impressive opening drive with a rushing touchdown. And Charles, you know, Coach O'Brien and his staff, they've got to be thrilled with this start.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Remember, not just a first game of the year for people who are playing in the game. This is Coach O'Brien's first game as the head coach of this team. He's definitely thrilled right now.
And a former defensive coordinator to have this offense so well prepared. You know, Coach O'Brien to come out and score their first drive, got to be a pretty impressive thing for him to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
1st and 10, Florida. From the shotgun, here's White. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And on his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. I tell you, you look around the college football landscape, and there's some really good running backs this year. The draft projections really littered with that crop of players, and we've got a couple of them in our game here this afternoon.
And I'm glad that you pointed that out, partner, because we always talk about the guys who throw the football and the guys who catch the ball, but the runners are still vital. And that was a pretty good run right there. A good illustration of what he can do. And they're counting on those kind of runs to help them win their conference, because you and I both know that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Point after try forthcoming. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Powers through. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They start out with a run by Ferguson. And some space here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A big play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The fake extra point.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line.
And a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
The onside kick recovered by the receiver.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches to fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. DeMarcus Jennings, 56 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over them. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
10 yards.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run with Ferguson. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And shoving his way inside the 35. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
29. Gators 7.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half.
For the Oregon field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. Now White lost the football.
The quarterback sack.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Ellington. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, White. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he loses the football a second time. And the defense has come up with it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to...
And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Quintez Anderson, 50 yards. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And it looks like this one won't. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
The onside kick recovered by the hands.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's White. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look at each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. On first down, Ferguson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That bulldozing through multiple tackles. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. A 2nd down carry for Ferguson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down, and
here's Ferguson. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10.
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. 14 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And Beasley with it over the middle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. White looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Ellington. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the 1st half.
I think all they want to do is get to the line.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a 1st half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
Now White lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This 1st half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball,
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches. Now White lost the football. It's going the other way.
Quarterback is sacked. A fumble on the
He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this 1st half.
not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the 1st half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Recovered by the Gators.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 30 on second down, White, and that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For number 23, incomplete. Brings up third and...
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, White, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
37, incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. White is going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Gators 14.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A great play there. 50 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Go ahead, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On the ground, Ellington. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Again, they run with Ellington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2-yard pickup.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3.
Now White lost the football, and this is picked up by the defense.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2s, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Deuce, look at 19. 10:52.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Steps away. Open man is Anderson. And now running right through it. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Quintez Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this, and all he takes off with it, it's a fake. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Recovered by the receiver.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports.
With the score.
The Gators now with a 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, tight down. 60 Bison. Check. 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now White with a 1st down throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. White is pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Jennings lost the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. Team does its job. They're able to secure it.
The onside kick recovered by the hands.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
Now White lost the football, and this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep.
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Quintez Anderson, 35 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't. And it's a fumble.
The onside kick recovered by the receiving team.
first down. It's White. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Recovered by the hands team.
1st and 10, Florida.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. All day. All day.
Throwing after the interception. White. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This is Ellington. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, White. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Charles, here we are in the 4th quarter, and they've got a pretty comfortable lead here. You know, Coach O'Brien, as we talked about, he made those statements about his plan to possibly rotate the quarterbacks, but we have not seen any sign of Tommy Matthews.
And we certainly expected to see him. Look, you and I both sat in there, partner, with Coach O'Brien, and he indicated that he planned to rotate quarterbacks to find out what he had. But with the play that he's seen here, he's like any head coach. He reserves the right to change his mind. And maybe he knew a little bit more than he was willing to tell us. That maybe Tommy Matthews is exactly in his favor, especially considering the lead they have now, and he still hasn't gone to the bench.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Check 59. Mike. Mike is Halloween. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike, check. 59. I got it.
Throwing again. White. Now White lost the football.
The quarterback sack.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And taken right at the 35. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Rolling to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And the hands team does its job. Now the ball comes loose, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Recovered by the receiving team.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. Being chased out left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more intriguing.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what? Come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Look, I get you upset, but we're in this together.
No, we're not. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.